it goes. Today I'm doing racing games, just for a change. It's also Sunday, so as they say, Sunday drivers. Let's see if I can compete with these, at least. I hear no sound, and that has become normal now, but I think it's working, because it was the same this morning. Let's see. So as they say, Sunday... yeah, it works. Perfect. Okay. This is the chat window. You zoom it so. Why was the application minimized? Ah no, it went on the other with a desktop. What the hell, man? Wait, just a second. Here it is. Then you take this one and go with the dashboard like this, and it appears. Why did it appear down there? No, like so. Perfect. Perfect. You can minimize this. And we're good to go, basically. Well, maybe I center it better because it moved. And like so. A bit higher. Yeah. This should work. Or to the side. Before I forget. This goes smaller. Like this. It's set up. Mostly set up. Now I understand what happened. I was working on the wrong desktop. Yeah. Because it was moved around. No, this won't do. Then this goes that way. And this also. They got switched around for some reason. Or they weren't. Oh my god. Why did they have it to patch it like this? No. This is the way. But now the chat window has disappeared because it hates me. Okay. Now we're good to go. Steam. And Project Cars 2. Play. Steam VR. Well, let's look at OBS. Perfect. I'm going to show also the pedals this time. These are aircraft pedals, by the way. But they also work for cars. No, wait, if I do like this, it's not going to... yeah, you first put the keyboard here and then bring down the wheel. We set up finally. Took its damn time. And this goes a bit more like so. This is a monitor arm, by the way. And recenter in the view, this button. I will go straight online. Why not? Let's see what we have here. There's bound to be at least one practice or qualifying session, so I don't go straight to the race. Is a racing L. Session L, I don't know what is. Qualification, but sort by drivers. Okay, this has 25, 26. Well, that's too good to pass on. Let's try this one. Oh god, this car will be hard to drive. These are the hybrids. No, wait a second. We have... basically, you can pick whatever car you want. No, just one car. Toyota 86. Now I see a Formula Renault here. It's just Formula Renault. Okay, I guess. Well, open wheel cars aren't that hard to keep on the road usually. Maybe it's hard to perform better, but it will be hard for everyone, I guess. Besides, 26 drivers is too cool. Let's go with 26 drivers. I hope they have some driving assists activated for this server. Flint Westwood, Lord Tompman, Justin Hamingoen. Ok, I guess. Controllo stabilità, no. Trazione, no. You can ask for traction control. Well, maybe. No, you cannot. ABS, sì. Ma, I don't know what I set up. Let's just go. Let's just go. I remember when I started this game, the wheel never worked. Now something got changed, I don't know. Maybe the wheel drivers. In any case, it's much better. And if you do have the G29 wheel, be careful when you upgrade your drivers, because sometimes it disappears completely from Windows. It did it to me twice. And actually I was even ready to send it back where I bought it. until I discovered a procedure on Reddit that it was quite complex. You have to go and modify basically a configuration file and then it suddenly starts working again. Okay, we have 7 minutes of qualification before the race. And the car isn't too hard to keep on the road. I mean, it could have been worse. It could. It's also hella fast, which looks cooler on stream, I guess. 26 drivers. This would be a carnage, basically, by knowing the way people drive in this game. But that's also cool to watch. Maybe I should accelerate more gradually, like my Italian friend that is very good with driving games told me. I tend to accelerate all at once, and that's what gets me most of the time. Also, he told me, speak less and listen to the engine more, but that's going to be difficult. If I don't comment on anything, what's the point of the stream? Already I see angry people in chat. What the fuck are you doing? I hope he's not speaking to me, but I don't see how he could. This is first lap, okay. I don't even know what the hell, what track is this. I just started the match as quickly as I could when I saw it had 26 drivers. Well, in fact it had 25 and the 26. There's already one coming on the rear view mirror. It's nice to go for a change, yes. I've been playing games all the week and I bet people got bored with that. I saw my viewers going down. Always the playing game again. Nah, we have other things to do in VR. Only thing is that I'm even worse at this than War Thunder, but I can learn, I guess. If I keep playing, eventually I will get better. Besides, the very experience of anything is better in VR. And driving is one of the best experiences you can have in this medium. It feels so damn real. You completely forget where you are. Well, I'm middle of the pack with my first lap. I believe most people just crash their cars, so that's bound to happen. Hi Amant, thank you for liking my stream. Very appreciated, especially on Sunday when I get fewer comments. Everything else. Another 3 minutes of qualification. I could even do 2 laps, maybe. Doesn't seem like the longest track. Yeah, I should utilize each gear more. I tend to shift too soon. That's one of my mistakes. What's he doing? Why did you stop in the middle of the road? I improved my time. Come on, could be worse. Now I forget to shift. It's one way or another, never the right one. 2 minutes to the beginning of the race. Maybe I'll even overtake this guy. Well, doesn't seem that likely now that I missed my gear. And, well, he went straight through the chicane. That's the stupidest thing. Okay, I could have overtaken him if he was actually driving along the track. Okay, you can never win against these guys. He's got also a nice nickname, that guy. What is that? His telephone number. It's a string of numbers as a nickname. This was even better. I'm still 18th position though. Okay, that guy isn't following the track at all. Now we see another player with a G avatar. I should also choose a letter of the alphabet as an avatar. I could go with either the Z or the J, maybe, since that's my real name. Initial. Name GT Chino. That, I believe, my friends, is another streamer. Because by judging by the name and the logo, in my opinion, that's probably a streamer. So, it's bound to be good. Possibly better than me, likely. But, it's going slow. Well, in any case, we're not going to do another lap. The qualification is over. Yeah, well, at least he's doing the chicane. End of qualification lap. And what are you doing, man? Well, okay, the qualification lap is over. But we better look professional to the very end. I'm going to complete the lap. Just for laughs. Now, you know how the races are. Probably with 26 drivers, it will be a race of... Yeah, already I read it there. Too many rammers here. I presume it will be a battle. But that is also nice. A bit Mad Max, so to say. Also, 2 people improve their times. Okay, well, let's just see how it goes, I mean. We're here to have fun. We never touched, says that guy. The nickname of the second guy is really strange. It's a slash. -/. You push me to grass, mate. Yes. Get out of the way then, slow boy. Always very gentle, these guys. Now it's going to start soon. Let's check the stream. Okay, everything's working. Is the camera a bit overexposed? Well, it works. I mean, I better not touch anything. Now what are we waiting for? 27 seconds. There's a countdown. I should also have a view button somewhere. Well, again, I better not touch anything strange. No, what are you doing? I wanted to scroll down. And there's only one guy who did worse than me. Wow, that's wonderful. But it doesn't matter. What matters is the race. Let's go. Probably my tires weren't hot yet. I just came online and I wasn't having the best capacity to keep to the road. I believe the avatar of that guy is supposed to represent GLaDOS, the evil robot from Portal, but maybe that's just me, or even just a turret. This one, I mean. Well, avatar, the Ashi in its name. Followed by E-Dog. Go. 1 minute 20. No, another 1 minute 20. Chicks are better than males. That's another nice nickname. 29 degrees. We're on Fuji, by the way, so that big mountain with the snow on top actually is the Fujiyama. I had thought as much. I didn't want to say. I voted to expel someone. I voted to expel Attila, me, when? I never did anything of the sort. You voted to expel? Fumi, you voted to expel? I voted to expel what? Are you mad? Nah, that's a wrong message of some kind. Or maybe someone's just spamming their votes, and for some reason it shows as mine in the chat window. Well, I'm certainly not doing that. That would be the most embarrassing bug. A bug where you vote to expel everyone. Synchronization. Go! Let's see how long it takes before someone comes and crashes into me intentionally, yeah? Ah, that's the streamer guy. So, he either just came online or isn't much better than me in the end. And here comes the circus. This is even worse than NASCAR. People, one above the other. Who's the guy? Donald Trump. I see a guy with blonde hair. And now, Ivo goes slow. That's strange physics from the game. He basically floated into the air itself. 14th position. Okay, we can still climb it. Not everything is lost. Another two guys went off track. Japanese flag guy came back. I don't like the stare of this guy. It's a bit anxiety inducing. Why would you put your real photograph on the avatar? Okay, now he's going to hate me. Of all the people I could bump against, it's the serial killer guy. Here he comes. Don't kill me, serial killer guy. Okay, these seem to be mating at the moment. Here you see the yeah, of course. Well, it was someone else's fault though. I don't know if it was intentional, but it was certainly avoidable. In any case, we're still in the race. As I told you, when you play online these games with randoms, it tends to be decided by that. How many times you get run off track. And I think it looks kinda fun in any case. It's worth playing from time to time within the stream. I'm still middle of the pack. I could try to gain some position back. Let's see how it goes. Maybe someone else will try homicide, and that would be to my advantage, I guess. I'll try to listen to the engine a bit. Yeah, well, the less you talk, the better you drive. That's the truth of life, really. I speak a bit less when I play these games. Well, that's just strange. I want to believe aliens on the track. Well, I said I would speak a bit less, not that I wouldn't speak at all. That defeats the purpose of the stream. PR Rising is so cool. It's so cool. Guys, you should try it with a wheel, no less. It's absolutely worth the purchase of the wheel. This is good, I guess, because now I gain another position, maybe. I'm 15th, come on. 10 people are worse than me. When you play online, you have to think like this, unless you're a really good driver. Is the serial killer guy? Okay, 13th. I think he was the one that bumped into me, so I guess that's karma. Thirteenth. Third lap on 9, starting the 4th.
Brilliant. That's the best final sector of anyone today. Fastest first sector you've done yet. Great job.
Thank you. There's a guy behind me. Well, sometimes you rather let him pass. Well, besides he's faster than me in any case, he's driving much faster. But it's dangerous in these games when you play online to keep someone in your rear view mirror. Because after a certain number of turns, he's bound to come crash into you intentionally. I've seen it happen far too many times. They get impatient, they think, well, it's just a game, and they push you off track. So I tend to let them pass. Besides, he is driving faster, but not that much faster. In any case, I'll stick behind him, maybe even overtake him eventually. But it seems less likely by the minute. 4th lap, okay. Now coming to the 5th. Here's the G guy. Ah, so he's been defending his position pretty well. That I can overtake, I think. He didn't seem too skilled earlier. Well, in fact, I am going faster, but it's a bit risky of a maneuver with this kind of cars on this track. Okay. And here we've shown him who's the best streamer here. Woo! I better not speak too soon though. But he's very slow. I mean, he's going slow. Make way, Mr. Alphabet guy. And here comes the mistake. When you start doing too good. Okay, 6th lap. 3 to go. And the vibration of the wheel is really strange. Okay. Big curve. That's the red guy from before, so he's faster than me, but not so fast. I mean, I can still spot him before the curve. Should he make a mistake? Doesn't seem like the type of driver that makes mistakes. That's the way you're meant to do this stretch of the track. Much better than the first try in any case than the other one, I mean. And this is here where I made the mistake. Last lap. Okay. Coming now to the 7th. It's a short track, I rather like it actually. Not one of my best laps. No, I no longer see the red car guy. In fact, I no longer see anyone. I wonder if the one I passed have all disconnected. But still, I mean, it's an achievement nonetheless. I did pass them after. This is my best first sector. Ah, I see him on the map. That's the red guy, okay. It's really hard for me to use the entire gear. Now I learn it wrong and I keep doing it wrong. I switch gear too soon. The more I think about it, the less I manage to wait more. That really limits my power output, unfortunately. Yeah, now I'm thinking about it and I don't do it. But if I thought about it, I probably would have already switched. No, this is the moment. When you see the lights come on, there's a reason they put these lights on the wheel. On the Styleway, normally I do it well. Eighth lap, penultimate. This is the more technical part.
That's your best sector 2 time so far today. Great stuff.
I underestimate that turn. Okay, now coming to the last lap. Yeah, now I understand why it's so quiet. All the drivers behind me disconnected. Well, I will still come in the end as the one who beat them, no? I should score from them nonetheless, or so I hope. It would be fair, I mean, I overtaken them. I did overtake them, so the fact that they disconnected, we were 26 when we began. Looks like you are the rammer for me. He keeps insulting that guy. Well, I was rammed also, by the way, so... Looks like your friend pushed me to grass on the straight. Sure, he says. And then I no longer see what he says. LOL. Well, LOL is always on point. Short, brutal, effective. LOL. Should be able to cross the finish line in any case, and within the time frame to do it. I was on your right side. Okay. Right, what the fuck is that guy doing? Ah, look at this. Okay. I should have classified as... No, because all the others disconnected. Actually, there should be more than 15 people behind me, but they all disconnected. I don't know about it. Okay. I still got some points from it, I think. And... Well, I will go choose another race. Maybe something with closed wheels, road legal cars. It's more... I think it's more fun most of the times. Let's see what we have. 16 drivers on Zolder. Qualification. Fair and fun. Well, I like the motto, at the very least. Class GTE. No, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same match. No, wait a second, I change. Okay, the Corvette. CT7. We have the 911. Well, I will go with the Ferrari, I mean. I can never resist the call of the Ferrari. Let's go. No, I cannot go. Because they're already in race. Then why did it tell me qualification? It's completely untrue. I was even choosing my car. That's disappointing. Okay. Yeah, now it says race. This is qualification on Sakito GP. Only 4 drivers, but more will join, I bet. Let's try this one. 12 spots. With these. What are these? Old prototype cars, I believe. I'll go with the Ferrari. Of course I will. Sakito is the one with the panoramic wheel. We're going to do rally in the second part of the stream, by the way, if you enjoyed that more. And ready. This looks like another car to drive. So, do we have any assists? Not here. Okay, this will be a handful, I bet. Look how it accelerates. The beast of the day. $22. What are these hours? No, this will never become a race. They're only doing laps. I have to go somewhere else. 24 hours of practice is not what I'm looking for. Let's see what else we have. Red Bull GT. Doing the race. These are doing the practice. But there's 20 people on the Nürburgring. Okay. Well, the Nürburgring is always pretty cool. Let's see what cars they're using. 20 people besides. Same as the other... Cioè, any car? You mean I can pick any car in the game? Well, then it won't be much of a race, I bet. Let's just do one lap of the Nürburgring and see how it goes. I will pick something... Well, not too crazy. I know. The Lamborghini... Let's go with the GT3 version. It's easier to drive and it's a powerful car. They're in race though. Can I still join? Seems so. Are they starting the race right now? That would be too cool to ask. With the Huracan on the Nürburgring. That's crazy. Let's see if it's starting. No qualifications or anything? Hi, Yanis. Thank you for liking my post. Let's see what happens. I'm hoping for a race. It said race. Ah no, it says practice over there. So it's just practice. And 6 minutes to the race, so there will be a race. Well, okay. Okay, I say. Do I have any assist on this car? Yeah, well, I would use it. I mean, for the Nürburgring. No ABS, but traction control, neither. You only have stability control, that's kinda strange. Well, let's activate it. No one's coming. But each one with whatever car he chooses. So I mean, there must be some guy that took the Formula 1 car, and how can we compete with him? Completely makes no sense. Let's just do one lap of the Nürburgring for the hell of it. For instance, I will be 10 times stronger than these guys. Okay, well, they seem to be out of the race in principle. So where is the track? This is the track, okay. The Lamborghini Huracan. Well, wait a minute, these aren't 6 minutes, they're 6 hours, okay. So there won't be a race. It's just doing laps on the Nürburgring. Let's do one lap. One lap of the Nürburgring never hurts. It's good training, to say the least. Plus we can see how many people we overtake, since I have one of the better cars. You can also compete 4 times, but to do 2 laps of the Nürburgring basically will take the entire stream, I'm afraid. Well, just because we waited to join, now I will race for a while on the track, then we go and look for a better match. What the hell was this? Yeah, I'll drive along the road for a while, then we go and choose another race. Yeah, I should remember that now I don't have traction control though. Nor ABS. Tell you what, at this point I might as well disable also stability control. What meaning is there? No driving assist. I should be able to keep the Lamborghini on the road. Here we are now on the actual road, because it's no longer a track from here on. The Nürburgring, you know how it works basically. It's a public road. You can even pay the toll and just drive there if you want. Well, you must be a bit crazy to do it, considering the dangers. Hey Nix! Yeah, I know, you suggested it. I actually didn't give you credits in the beginning of the stream. I just said, I placed the camera lower. Now that you're here, I better also tell who suggested me the idea to show the feet. It's actually a very good idea, because if you see the feet, you can see what kind of input I am giving to the game. So maybe it's more involving, I don't know. You could tell me maybe. I bet it will make a difference also for playing games. I just lowered the camera and made the view a bit less zoomed in. We just had an half decent race, Nix, before this one. Now this isn't even a race. I just joined a match and it turned out to be people doing laps on the Nürburgring with no purpose. Basically, this happens all the time with driving games. I don't know why. Must be the legend of this track. They just cannot resist it. Oh no, why should I? It's a good suggestion. Well, okay, of course he's going to pass me. That's one of the hybrids. That's a beast of a car. I'm not as fast as him. Well, but he drives bad, so I can pass him again. Yeah, because when they do laps on the Nürburgring without purpose, they also do it with whatever car you want, so you're not even competing with anyone. It's just, I guess, a social thing. It's a way to meet with friends. They say, let's go to the Nürburgring and do a few laps. Maybe they also enjoy it in real life. Who knows? Yeah, we completed T1, the first section. Let's just go. do something more constructive. Not that this isn't fun for me that I'm driving, but I believe for you that are watching a race would be better. Now exit before the car is slowly going in the middle of the road, and that's no way a good idea. There must be an actual race. What do we have? 20 racers? No, they're racing. These are the guys on the Nürburgring. Race. Qualification, but only for driving. Yeah, nothing. There is none. It's not because this isn't the game with the biggest player base by now. Let's just do a single player race, then we go play rally. Seems like the best idea. And I will make it 7 minutes. Let's say 9 minutes. No formation laps, no qualification. Difficulty, well, it's a good question. I put it in 35, it's already quite difficult, you will see. And go like this. Well, it's not a problem really. Driving games are fun, also single player. It depends on what you want to do. Hi Tommy, thank you for reacting to my post. Every help is needed on Sunday. And also you, Yomi. You're commenting my post. You're commenting my share actually, so I cannot respond, I'm sorry. You should comment, if you want you can comment the stream, I will be able to read it in VR, otherwise I can read it after the stream and respond to you. So what's the assist situation? Well, with the rain I will put ABS, and also traction control is not on this car. I don't know what I did. Let's just see how it goes. If it doesn't work I just restart. Also, maybe the wipers would be nice, thank you. Yeah, you really don't have the best visibility in this car. If you don't even start the wipers, you're really asking for trouble. Yeah, the ABS is there, but now already I did a stupid error. No, wait, I restart, but I also want to understand better the assist situation. ABS high. Stability control, yes. Traction control not available on this car. Okay, let's start. Okay, have a good coffee, Nix. Start the wipers now, rather than later. What is the key? Okay, I have the wipers on the airplane joystick, so it's actually like releasing bombs. It's kinda strange. If you're in a plane, it releases bombs, otherwise you just start your wipers. I wonder if it also happens in real life, I sure hope not. And it's easy to steal some position against the AI when you're doing the first turn. You just don't brake, you bump into a guy or two. We're not online, mind you. If I was, I would try to drive better, but since we are not. So look at the graphics for this game. And it's not too heavy on the system, because I'm also streaming, remember that. And not only am I playing in VR, this is the kind of graphic you can have with a fairly, well, it's a fairly powerful computer. Also we're well above the overhead, as you can see from SPS VR there. So we're having a reprojection, but it's not that bad once you get used to it. And it allows for having a pretty cool graphic in VR. I can tell you from first account, but basically playing like this, it feels real. You no longer notice anything. It's so involving that you're actually, it's like you're in the car. So it's good enough. What the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? I have to return to position 4, and of course they don't want to overtake me. Okay, I'm position 4. Well, we're not out of the track yet. We're 4th. Well, the rain is a bit problematic from a performance standpoint. I usually get better results. But again, let me reinforce the fact that I'm also streaming. This means encoding the video, putting it online. Well, it puts a strain on the system, of course. These are Ryzen, by the way, the octa-core processor. They say it's better for streaming, so it probably also helps for streaming VR. Don't disregard the CPU when you're building a computer for VR, it's very important. Originally I thought to just change... What the fuck am I doing again? No, I'm speaking too much. I have to pay more attention to the track. what was I saying? Yeah, I was thinking. Now I disregard my own observation. The water is terrible in this game. When it forms these pools like this, it's terribly dangerous. So don't just upgrade your video card, that's the point. Also buy a new CPU if you're building a VR computer. But I better pay attention to the track. It's a lake, basically. Oh my god. The reflections are cool. The water effect is cool. It's very convincing. What the hell am I doing? Woo! Let me also reiterate, now that there is more of you, that later we're doing a rally or two. If you enjoy rally more, stick with me, because we're going to do that also. With Dirt 2.0, of course, the best VR rally game. Well, they're there. They're not unreachable, I mean, I'm third, these are second and first. I can reach them. It's much easier when you play single player, you see. Online it's a mess, it's a mess. Okay. I don't know why I went in my head like that. After a while it's automatic. Ooh! Others, in my opinion, the effect of water in this game is really too much. I don't know if it's real. With slick tires, as soon as you hit a pool of water with a depth of like 2 centimeters, the car goes like that. It feels strange to me. I've never driven this car in real life, of course, but it feels a bit exaggerated. Do you say it like that? Well, I was trying to use the Italian term, but I think you got my meaning. I'm second, 4 minutes in the race. And now first, with 3 minutes to go. Okay. Feels like the good old days with Gran Turismo on PlayStation, when you always won all the races. That was a game where you were basically permitted to chat. When you upgraded your car, after a while you became so powerful, there no longer was any contest with the AI. Oh, what the fuck? Okay.
3 minutes remaining.
It's still behind though, huh? One thing of this game that is made well, in my opinion, is that reducing the difficulty doesn't actually make the foes go slower. They just they brake a bit more on the curves. They accelerate a bit less, but it's very organic. You don't really notice it. And in some tracks that are particularly easy, even lowering the difficulty doesn't make any difference at all, because they go still as fast. It's not the easiest game at first. Well, it isn't for me. I mean, I'm not the best race driver. And that's also the point of this stream. As I said the other day, because I'd like for people to understand that driving in VR is so much fun that actually you don't have to be extremely good to enjoy it. Just somewhat competent is already enough to make it worth your time, by far. This wheel pushes was a very good idea from me. I was a bit doubtful at first because I don't play much racing games. Well, I didn't play much racing games before, but in VR it's so cool. Ah, Nix, yeah, you're asking. No, I did the race against players earlier, but now I couldn't find one that was open. I'm going to look for another after this, in any case. I've done one race against real players, but then I couldn't find another populated match. This game came out like more than 2 years ago, I believe. It's fairly old by now. Well, most cool VR games are. They no longer make them, basically. And yet, I'm trying to change it. I'm giving my little contribution by this stream. I want to make people understand
Great job. Keep it up.
what is the future.
1 minute remaining.
Because in my heart, I know it very well. As a gamer of the old days, so to say. This will be probably the last lap, and I'm not so sure. Yeah, well, you might have noticed that there hasn't been great progress in the terms of graphics in the last years. It's not like in the beginning of the 2000s or even the 90s when every year made a world of difference. I mean, if you look at games from like 5 years ago, sometimes they even look better than the one that come out now. Maybe they have lower production values, maybe the cutscenes are as good, but the actual minute by minute gameplay is basically looks the same. In my opinion, I mean, it's debatable. Maybe some people wouldn't think like that because they tend to notice the little details, like the better. My God, the better map mapping. Oh my God, it's going to pass me. No. No. We're on the last lap, man. You see, I was playing easy. I was sure I would win. Then you make one little mistake, they immediately come back. You can never relax with these guys. Yeah, it's the final lap, okay. It's ending well. Oh, congratulations. Let's go if there is an open match now. I would rather play online, personally. Okay. Well, a victory is a victory, I mean. But online, it's all another thing. Bros. What do we have? Monza? No, it's in a race. These are the guys on the Nürburgring. They're doing Sakito again. Well, I mean, I know it's in a race. These are doing qualification, Road America. Well, that could work, I guess. Let's try this. With what cars? Same cars? GT3? No, you see how it works. At first he puts the same car, then you go to all and you see the actual cars of the race. I want the Ferrari from this, already I said it. This should work. We will be able to do another race online before the rally. Yeah, it's a bit disconcerting. You really feel like you're there. But what is this? Are we actually doing qualification? It looks like the start of the race. Ah, no, it's that the pits are very wide. Seems like the track itself. Must be because it's the Road America track. You see, everything's bigger in America. That's a saying we have here in Europe. In America, everything is bigger, and it's mostly true. Now we're online, by the way. So we have 12 minutes for trying to qualify. Let's try to make a good one. We have to warm up the tires so the first laps won't be too fast. Trying to switch gear at the right moment this time for a change. I don't know the track though. It's a bit dangerous to go so fast my first lap. No, but it's the same, right? It's the same we raced earlier. It was Sakito also at time. Well, it doesn't look like it. Was another Japanese track. No, it was different. Look how many different weather conditions we have here. Now there's a thin mist going. Doesn't affect the race, but it's nice that the game allows for it, gives it more variety. Also, the lack of rain really adds with the performance. Well, people should join before the beginning of the race. No, I completely missed this. I completely missed this curve. Good thing it's just the practice, not the actual race. It came too suddenly. Well, at least now we will have other cars to look at.
Good luck. Give it everything on your hot lap. You can do this.
Okay, that's the beginning of the lap, so I made the mistake early enough to still have a first attempt now. I was reading the chat window at the worst possible moment, but the pressure of the buggy on your six is much, yeah, indeed. I would love a car driving game where they also shoot you from behind. Something like a serious Mario Kart. We used to have this, then they disappear. There was one I loved, what was its name? Interstate 76, I believe. Yeah, with a very stylized, how do you say it? 3D graphics. That was how old the game, but I loved it. You had these American hot rods with machine guns on the hood. It was cool. Then you even had plane racing games. There were games where you raced a plane. One in particular I loved. The title was Slipstream something, Slipstream 5000 maybe. I still remember when I bought that game. Loved it, played all the time. Ah, you have. So I see another man of culture. You are, but I already knew it. I think I also had the sequel. There was some sort of standalone expansion that I had bought. But you know what? I don't remember it as much in the details compared to other games of the time. For instance, I really loved another thing that completely disappeared are mech games. Games where you pilot a giant robot. And there were a few on the PC at the time that I loved. Apart from the obvious, that is MechWarrior. Also there was... what was its name? Heavy Gear maybe, the one where you actually have a smaller mech. That's copied basically from the anime Votons. Here we come around full circle and back to the anime. And you piloted one of the robots from the anime Votons. It was a bit like MechWarrior, but also faster paced. And the missions had more variety. And then there was another strange thing named Earth Siege, something like that. That was also a bit strategic, but it wasn't as good as the other two. Why do I always end up speaking about old games when I play race games? Must be force of habit. What's he doing? Taking a short bathroom break, I presume. Speedville, Johnsonville. Did they say it was a Japanese track? What am I mad? We're doing Road America, I know it very well. I got confused with the rainy one. Now that I think back to what I said. Yeah, well, the more I talk, the worse I drive. I noticed. It's not like the playing games where it doesn't seem to affect me much. I just suck all the time. Yeah, it gets worse if I talk. This is still the qualification, by the way. We're not racing yet. Another 5 minutes to that. Ah, last lap was better though. Now the tires should be warm. Let's go for the good one. Famous last wars? Well, not yet. All clear. Well, good to hear, I guess. Four minutes to the race. Oh, it's only me and you, Nix. I'm improving my time, it's good. Maybe this time I won't start last. And of course, that's the famous last words. I knew I shouldn't said. Oh, well, it came right from behind, bumped into me and went off track, I guess. That's on you, my man. I'm sorry it happened, but it's totally on you. And the rear view camera, by the way. Should put one of these on my little city car. Yeah, shit visibility behind all that thing, by the way. By now I got the gist of the track, I mean, I should be able to do one decent lap. 3 minutes to the race. Maximum concentration. You say lol, I don't know what you're laughing about because with the delay we have, it could have been one of the last 5 or 6 jokes. 1 minute 51. Here's the big one, here's the big one. Okay, this time I didn't go straight at least. 1 minute 25 to the race. I'll be able to complete this qualification lap. Let's see how it goes. Well, with 16 people it's less important in terms of where you start, but still. I improved my lap by quite a lot, 3 seconds, and now I'm 10th. Well, could have been worse, I guess. Now 53 seconds are not enough to complete another one. Let's just do it for practice sake, and then we do the race. 47 seconds. I always say I want to do both this and the rally game, but then this takes so much time, in the end I can't do the rally game. Next time we start with that. "20 seconds to race." Thank you, Nix. I'm trying to do my best. Well, I improved a bit since we started doing laps on this racetrack. By now, more or less, I understand it. So it could be an interesting race in theory, at least until someone runs me off the road, like it always seems to happen online. And maybe this time it won't happen. I always try to be the optimist. Fair play isn't really in the online races DNA. They just want to win, no matter the cost. Hey, of course you are. Of course you're enjoying it. This is a Ferrari, should I say it? The Ferrari sounds the best. It's kind of relaxing, isn't it? It's a good stream to watch if you want to fall asleep, I guess. Maybe that's not the best quality of a stream. Perhaps it is. I mean, there's so many people doing, how's it called, ASMR. The one with strange sounds, whispering in the microphone. Maybe I could be the ASMR of car sounds. Should we also try that kind of videos? Needs. I bet this could increase our viewers to go the ASMR route. Okay, and now comes the race, I bet. 57 seconds to the race. If only I knew. No, I could start earlier in any case. All it has to do is that all people complete their lap. One short look at the camera. I could in theory crop the camera from right to left. I mean, now that I'm also keeping the feet in the picture, you have a lot of useful space that you could employ for showing more of the game. Sure start. 16 seconds. They all went to the pit, it seems. Well, probably it's automatic.
Okay, that's qualifying over. We're outside the top 3, but remember, it's the race result that counts.
So, this is the roster. Well, I'm not starting last in any case. I'm afraid of clicking and scrolling the wheel, the bar here, because when I did it earlier, it tried to put me outside of the race, so I won't touch anything. Vaillant Petit Canard. Minus Kiniting. Minus Kiniting, Philippines. Thank you, Nix. Let's see how it goes. I will need it against these guys. What do you want to bet? First or second lap someone tries to run me off the track? It's usually the first. If I can't prevent that from happening by far, it's very likely I will finish in the first position. All you have to do is not be run off the track. They're basically all murderers. Jaworski and Clausi. Wasn't Jaworski also in the other race? Ah, you see that guy. He's already written on his car, Madness Engine, so we better watch out. What do you reckon that car is, by the way? I have not the slightest idea, so now you know. I'm also not very good at telling cars. One pit stop, right? I was supposed to stop once at the pit stop. No, yeah. Yes. There's one obligatory pit stop, I guess. Well, good thing he's asked, because I wouldn't have had the slightest idea. 8 laps. Okay, with one pit stop, we can do it at the 4th lap, more or less. When will it start? Another 30 seconds. Come on, time is money. And one pit stop, okay. Well, it's written nowhere. I don't know how that guy knew it. Probably he's the one who's us in the race, because it's written nowhere. Maybe the guy from the pit will tell me via radio. There's a guy named Dagger with a Dagger avatar. That's our Philippine guy. Right in front of me. 3, 2, 1, go! Did I do a false start? No, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. What the hell happened? Oh my god. I thought I got disconnected from the race. Maybe I got desynced from it. And, well, probably yes, because the car is no longer responding. What the hell happened? Now it's going in automatic. I've never experienced something such as that. I'm no longer driving, it's going by itself. Amazing race. What? Why can't I drive? What? Yeah, infatti, indeed, I don't know. I hope it doesn't restart the race. Can't we just race now? The race is done. The race is done, says minus 19 Philippines. Well, it was the shortest race. Why, though? That was a great race. Cannot drive. Why? Cannot drive. No, I cannot either. We did it. We finished the race. Maybe it's a failed start, but it's going to restart. I'll ask it. Is it going to restart? Yes, we finished the race. What the fuck does it mean? Have I been trolled? That's the stupidest thing ever. Ha ha ha. So do we just wait now? He seems to know what he's speaking about. Ha ha ha. This is the sim mod from GT4. What the heck is that supposed to mean even? Limao. Wait and see. This is the best race I've joined. No, it doesn't make sense, Nix. I don't know. My theory is that there was a false start. I don't know. There's a guy that has a penalty of 20 seconds if you look at the roster to the left. Maybe he did a false start, so now we're doing a full lap to restart from there. It's completely automatic in any case. I don't know. First time it happens to me. And I hope also last. It's over. It's really over. That's very anticlimactic. Well, what the hell? What the hell, guys? Let's go straight to the rally game at this point. Doesn't make sense, though. That's really disappointing. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. Now imagine doing again the qualifications. Doesn't make sense. Let's just do the rally game. Ma, at least we managed to do one race with the AI, one race online. There's always mysteries with these games. Rally. It's time to do rally. Rally is more engaging. Let's do the rally cross, the one with the other cars on the track. It's more fun to watch, in my opinion. especially when it's against cars that you can actually beat, unlike the other day that I was playing with Simone. I don't know, Nix. As a friend of ours would say, Nani, what the fuck? Really, indeed. I shall play another team. And I shall play the Rallycross mode. The Rallycross mode looks a lot of fun. It's nice to look at. To watch, I mean. Yutsa completed an event the other day. What is this? Promotion. Festive event. Holiday event, I mean. Well, I want to do the Rallycross, then we look at that. The car isn't broken, of course. This is, I don't know if you know this specialty, it's a modern form of rallying. Basically, you're on a small track with other cars and you're qualified by time, and in the end you do an actual race. But you're always on the track with other 3 cars, I think. It's 4 in all. And you overtake a lot, you push them this way and that. It's really, really fun. We're playing offline. But with the rain. The rain is a problem. Because the rain in this game while you're streaming completely destroys performance. Today I've been the unluckiest. Let's do it without the rain. Wait. I can do it. The rain destroys performance. It's almost unbearable while you're streaming. So what I'm going to do is delete the championship and just restart. While hoping, of course, we don't get the rain. I'll pick but the Ford was good. Let's go with the Ford. Hell in Norway. Hell is also a cool track. It's the one with the big slope. Full circuit. And again it rains. Maybe on this track it won't be as bad in performance. I'm very unlucky today with the racing games. Let's hope it doesn't hurt performance as bad. In that other track it certainly did.
Use the Joker Lab to your advantage.
So, one of the things you have to know about this specialty is that what car do you prefer to rally? Probably it's the Lancer most of the time, but I don't think this category has the Lancer. I've always used that. I don't know if it's actually bad. In this case I picked Ford, yes. But the rain is made very badly in VR. It completely destroys, for instance, your capabilities of seeing outside, because the drop effect is so overdone, so you basically have to play like this, and which adds immersion. And then there is also the problem, I'm on the hood itself, but it has performance, but maybe not on this track, it doesn't hurt it as much. No, it's running very well actually. Maybe they improved it in the last patch, there's been 1 or 2. Then maybe I shouldn't even have restarted the championship, but who cares. Also I should use the handbrake. The handbrake is actually the airplane throttle, you know how it works. Multitasking to the extreme. The wipers are the bomb release button. The handbrake is the throttle. The joystick only controls the view in Truck Simulator. I haven't found a use for it in racing yet. You can in theory use it as a sequential shifter, but the sequential shifter is never that useful in this game when you have it already on the wheel. Let's do the Joker Lab. You have to do it once per race. You pass on this longer stretch of road, and it's obligatory once per race. You can do it whenever you want. Man of culture, Lancer. You also like the Lancer? Yeah, the Lancer is the best. Well, it's for most people it's either the Lancer or the Subaru. I mean, these are the 2 most iconic rally cars. Now you see me in almost last position. My god, the rain makes it harder. But these guys haven't taken the Joker Lap yet, so here they are. Now I'm again in the race. You have to be much quicker with the wheel here. I had forgotten how different it felt. There's much more action here. Probably it's more fun to watch. What do you reckon? I think it's better to stream this. And now I should overtake this guy. Come on, remove yourself. Remove yourself. You sucker. I 9 seconds, 9 seconds. He also still has to take his Joker lap. No, maybe not. He already did it. Okay then. But I can still overtake him. It doesn't seem impossible. Had some problems in the first laps because the handling is so different from the other game. Well, also we're no longer driving on tarmac, so that's bound to happen. Sorry guys, if you're writing me something, it's completely impossible for me to read it now. I will read it in a minute. Okay, we came second. After all, the company made the best Pacific. You're always thinking of that. The Lancer. Yeah, the Mitsubishi Lancer. They were also samurai, by the way. Okay, this is my ranking in the entire... Well, it's not the best, but we're going to improve it. In any case, I qualified. Let's go to the second. So, what was the best Pacific fighter plane in World War II? I bet you'll be eager to tell us. I've had some experiences this morning. I call them experiences with Japanese fighters. They weren't the best experiences, because I was on the other side. Still raining, so we have to keep this view, my friend. I think I'll have to get the DLC of this game. I just enjoyed it too much not to. They ask for a lot of money with this thing, unfortunately, but they're also producing many good tracks, so probably it's worth it. Basically, you have to buy the game again if you want all the tracks. I didn't pay much for it. I only bought it when the VR version came out, and it was already quite old. I got it on a website, this that sell the keys for Steam, the third parties, so they're called. Authorized reseller, by the way, not in shady or like that. So I didn't pay much for it. I included all the DLC that were out at the time, but then they started another season, and now I no longer have all the DLC. And the way this thing is made, basically, you miss on a lot of things if you don't have the latest DLC. Because the fun part are the daily events. And the daily events require you to be in the season, as they call it. And the season basically is the DLC. Then basically they screw you over twice. Because sometimes you have events with tracks that you do own, but they're still in the season you don't own. So you cannot do neither these nor the events with the new tracks. So you're twice screwed. Unless you give them all the money they ask. They got a lot of negative reviews due to that. But it's not like we have great choice in the matter. VR players can only have one game per genre, on average. I love this track. It's really enjoyable to me. It's simple but fun. And now we're doing also better. Coming to the last lap. Good thing the performance with the rain here isn't as bad as it is on the other track. The track I restarted, that was terrible with the rain. Unplayable basically. Even a minimum detail. Mitsubishi A6M2. I'm sorry Nix, I couldn't read it. During the race it's hard. This is too involved for me to go and read it. Okay. The A6M25. You always tell me the numbers, but I only know the nicknames of the Japanese planes. For Fiesta Rallycross. Okay. Well, much better. Now I'm third. Overall. So we're going to end up in race D. Go on. I'll do the entire event, then we go and do the actual rally events of the day. Mostly I'm interested in the one they put on for Christmas. It probably has a better reward. It rains even more. I was hoping the skies will clear, but actually it's getting worse by the minute. Ah, the Sphere, okay. Ah, the Sphere. I thought I had seen that number. It was the plane Kurt was using the other day. He had the premium version for the American nation. The Capture Zero. Quite a plane indeed. Was kind of scary in his hands, in his very, very expert hands. I wish you guys played those racing games. We could have fun with this. But even in general, I wish more people played VR. That's the entire point of the stream. Let's do the Joker lap. I tend to do it early so I can forget about it. I'll also use the actual handbrake this time. Handbrake slash airplane throttle. Double use tool. And here we come. Read your comment in a second. In long distance future probably I'll be able to play. My god, that would be awesome. Nix, that would be awesome. I will tell you all the best games to play. Have you already thought of a headset in particular? Well, if it's a distant future, maybe you shouldn't even start to think about it now. I wonder what will come out next year. Every year I say it to myself, but maybe this time it will be for real. The year of the VR breakthrough. Certainly starts strong with the release of Half-Life. That's got huge mass appeal. Everyone is already speaking of it, it's not even out. What the fuck happened? What the fuck? What the fuck? Nani, what the fuck? The scene didn't overtake me though. That's the craziest thing. I had such a margin that it didn't overtake me. Well, I don't know how my classification is. He seems happy. Oh no, I came first. Completely destroyed them. I'm 4th overall. Qualification 4. Let's go and do the rally. I want to do the rally. I can continue this later, it's saved. I want to see the holiday special, how they call it. Probably gives a better reward. Look, they even put a ribbon on it. Promotion. You have to use the Audi Quattro for this. Well, that's an hard to drive car. I can vouch for that. One of the hardest in fact. From the group B, let's hope I'm up to the task. But what's the track, by the way? Ah, Monte Carlo, that's also a difficult track. This is the one with the snow, in a very narrow road. It looks very cool though, I don't think I've shown it on stream. Plus I hope it won't be raining so I can actually be inside the car. I think I've actually been on this road in my real life, by the way. But I was very little. My parents were driving. It's really iconic. Yeah, this one. My god, this is difficult. Of course, winter tires, and that's it basically. Let's just go and see how it goes. Look at this, already it's scary. With this car, mind you, this is a practically this is a missile on wheels and just as hard to drive.
Good luck.
I want to be inside with the view of the ends. Only in that way you really become entangled in the fabric of the game. Okay, go! Woo-hoo. I love to pace myself. You absolutely cannot use the full power of this monster here.
Into 3 right, opens, into 4 left long, opens over crest, into 3 right tightens.
He didn't even discount the DLC for the sales, the Christmas sales. What the hell? And the earlier sales, they discounted it in a way that made me even angrier, because you actually got the first season that I already bought for free if you bought the second. That was the nature of the discount. Basically, they screw you the third time. They even cut you down for having spent the money up to now. Pah! Okay, it's all good. We got 2 rear view mirrors after all.
Into 1 left long tightens.
I can see the logic of using this track for an holiday event.
Into 5 right,
The snowy season indeed.
into 2 left. Into 3 right. Opens. Into 5 left. Slow 50, unseen hairpin right.
And here comes the handbrake. Woo!
30. 4
I
right.
touched I laid my butt on the guardrail for 1 minute.
Into 3 left over crest. Into
I
3
guess it
right
was
long.
warranted. It's such a narrow road.
Into 4 left. Opens over crest 30. Unseen open hairpin left.
Here comes another hairpin. And handbrake.
Into
Whee!
4 right.
It worked.
Into 4 left
Pikachu
over
used
crest.
handbrake. It's sort of effective.
Unseen open hairpin right. 30. 4 right. Tightens over crest. Keep in. 4 left over crest. Extra long. Tightens. Into 6 right. 30.
A bit less accelerator, maybe.
4 right tightens narrow. Opens 80 over crest. 2 right long. Opens 4. Into 4 left, very long. Into early 4 right over crest.
There comes the ice.
30. 4 left over crest, very long. Tightens 3.
Ice, very nice.
Opens 6 over crest. 100.
Good thing the guardrail was there.
6 right, extra long.
These guys that park like that probably are the most mad ones, because imagine if one of the rally cars bumped their cars, they would go straight into the abyss, basically. They would have to go fish them out of the Mediterranean or something such.
50. Slow, keep left into unseen, open hairpin right. 120.
Boom.
Keep left into 6 right of a crest. Into 4 left. Into 4 right. Extra long. Slow 20. 1 right long. Opens. Into 4 left long. Into caution. 4 right narrow. 4 left. Right of a 20. 6 left into caution. 4 right. Into unseen. 1
Okay.
left.
Never mind.
Into 4 right. Opens.
Some handbrake, just a little. Well, okay, maybe a little more would have been better.
Slow. 3 left long.
Wait a second, I can't read you now.
Into 6
Ooh.
right.
You
Opens
mean
over
you need to
crest.
try
Slow,
this
keep
track
left
at
of
least
60.
10
Crest,
times.
unseen hairpin right block.
If you didn't like me, I need to try this at least 10 times. They're really trying. Well, that's not really in the spirit of rally, is it? You're supposed to improvise. That's the reason maybe I'm okay. I went completely straight, but good thing the game reset my position. That would have been otherwise completely disaster. Oh shit, no, now I lost my concentration.
Into 2 left long.
But still, the spirit is this, I mean, the spirit of rallying is never stop, even if you make a little mistake, go on. You can still save the race.
2 right long. Open 6 long of a crest.
Was quite terrifying when I broke the... how is it called? Well, when I went off the side of the road, in any case, the English word doesn't come to my mind.
30. 3 left long tightens. 100. 4 right of a crest.
Oh,
50. 3 left extra long. Tightens narrow. 50.
I can no longer even glance
4 left
at the
long.
chat. No. I knew it would have been difficult. This car, this truck together, it's terrible combination. Well, but we're going to be stacked against the entire community of the game, so I guess on average there must have been people having more problems than me.
2 left long tightens. Into 3 right long. Snow and ice starts now. 1
Slow and ice starts now.
5 left extra long. Caution tightens 4. Into 3 right long tightens. Into 4 left. Into 2 right tightens. Into slow 4 left long.
No, but it's not horrible. Actually, it's a very good rally car. It's just a difficult to use one.
Opens.
Also, it's got always on power. It can go extremely fast, but you cannot certainly use it on this track.
60. Unseen. Open hairpin right.
It's an iconic vehicle in any case. I know it's considered one of the most important
To 2 right
rally
long.
cars of all time, but I don't know much about the history of the sport. I have just notions here and there.
50. 3 left long. Tightens 2. Into 3 right long. Caution. Tightens 2.
I'm keeping the gears too high. Should go lower, yeah.
2 left.
It's more a second, third
Extra long.
than a third, fourth.
30. 2 right. Tightens. 30 over crest. 2 right. Into 6 left. Into 4 right. 30.
I guess they really made it special, this special
left
event.
long. Tightens 1.
Specially hard.
Opens. 4 left long.
The force feedback for this game is made really well. When you get to the ice, you feel the wheel can turn
Into 2
more
right long.
more easily. It becomes looser, you know what I mean.
Into 5 left.
It really does like that. I found myself in snow once in my life while driving, just once, but I can still remember. You could tell by that you were basically screwed in my tiny city car.
Crest and turn 5 right. 30 over finish. Turn.
Yes, the finish line. Come on. Bam! For good measure at the end I kill also one bystander because otherwise it wouldn't be complete. And I'm middle of the pack. Come on, you can see by the bar on the right, that's the entire community. We're in the middle basically. The first one took 2 minutes less. Sometimes it seems impossible. I wonder how the hell he could make it. They should really let you download the ghosts in this game, but you cannot, right? Still, it should pay well since it's a promotion. But you get the best of the reward when the time for qualification is over. So probably tomorrow. Most of the time it works like this. Okay, I'd read your message. Yeah, well, it could have been worse. Do we have other special promotions? No. Let's do something different now. Maybe the AI challenge. R2 should have the Lancer. No, I would like to do one race with the Lancer since I said it's my favorite car. Weekly challenge. The one with the D+, you need to buy the DLC for it. This I can do. This doesn't have the Lancer, but it's a cool track. Also difficult. I'd rather do something fast now. Rally GT, Group B. This has the Lancer, here it is. Lancer Evolution 10. It's also completely destroyed. Apparently I did something crazy with it last time. 21,000 credits to repair it. This is also fully upgraded, as you can see. Fairwick car indeed. Ah, it's another snow track. I haven't checked that. Well, it's a different one in any case. This is Sweden, and it's called, believe it or not, Warmland. It's very warm indeed. Ransbysäter. Okay, but this is a faster race, I think. The tires, there's only one possibility here. I'm not going to the setup, that's another pair of hands. You really have to understand what you're doing there. Wait, 37 days, Nix. Thank you. Thank you for doing it. You're my first true supporter, and you've been great help.
Six right, 50. 3 left tightens. Into 6 right. Opens. Into 3 left.
This is a car I enjoy driving. I don't know, it has a nice feel. I prefer it over the others of its class, and also probably it's the most fun class in this game. The one that is the best compromise between power and difficulty. I raced a lot in this. I also won some championships. You see, it has a quickness of response that you cannot find even in the Subaru. In my opinion, it's better. I don't know. It's a strange feeling. I wouldn't be able to put it in technical terms, but I do like the Lancer more. No? Okay. Could have been worse.
Into 6 left of a crest, opens long, 30. 3 left of a crest, 60. 3 right, very long of a crest, 40.
Very long of a crest.
6 left of a crest, 30.
Bam.
Keep middle of a crest, jump, into 6 right, and 3 left long. Into 3 right tightens. 50 over crest, into 3 left tightens, into turn 3 right, tightens 2, into 5 left, 100 over bumps, 4 left,
No. Okay. Everything went well. How was the meme? Everything went better than expected.
and tight 4 right, and keep left over 30, 4 right, keep in of a crest.
Best performance car. I see, we are both men of culture, I see. The Lancer. I also like the name, by the way. Also military sounding. The Lancer. The true scourge of the battlefield. In the Middle Ages, nothing could beat the Lancer. Except maybe the Lancer with a longer lens.
6 right, into caution, 6 left, tightens 3. Into tight 3 right.
A pikeman, so to say, but a pikeman car would sound funny. I don't like the idea very much.
Right of a dip long. Into 6 left, very long of a crest, 70. Dip, into caution, 4 left, tightens of a crest. Into 6 right. 30, 6 left of a crest, jump, opens,
This game also could seem nauseating to you if you don't have good VR legs, but there's an option you can turn on. I don't remember the name, but basically it stabilizes your view, and it looks horrible while streaming, so I don't use it anymore, but I use it at first all the time,
of a crest long,
and it makes it one of the less nauseating VR driving games, actually, quite surprising, because you see the car moving around you, but you stand with your head level on the horizon, and it's probably one of the best games to get you accustomed to the experience of VR driving.
50,
Then when you want to go more advanced and more
long, tightens
involved in the actual act of driving, you activate the actual
30,
option I'm using now.
6 right, 30, 5 left, keep in of a junction,
It's something you have to keep in mind when you start to play in VR, which games you can actually
50,
experience in a pleasant way, so to say. Also, playing games aren't the easiest one. When you start doing the more advanced maneuver, at first it needs a bit of time to get used to it.
60, 6 left,
Probably that's the reason VR isn't so popular. Some people try it once and say, no, it's not for me. You have to give it time, you have to get used to it.
50, 4 right of a crest,
Then basically, there's nothing that even comes close, in my opinion.
of a crest,
I only play like this now.
tightens 6 of a crest, into 6 left, into turn 3 right long, 30, 4
And
left of
this
a
calls
crest,
for the old trusty
into 6 right long,
throttle bar
into caution, 3
handbrake.
left long of a crest, and dip, open 6 of a crest,
Lancer with
40,
longer lanes. Are the phalanx? Yeah,
6 left,
the famous Macedonian phalanx. Is it said like this? Well, from Macedonia in any case.
crest and turn 4 right tightens,
No, well, in theory a longer lance is a pike. I don't know, it's debatable. After all, isn't the lance for cavalry?
70,
In theory the lance is for the cavalry, because if you're a footman it's supposed to be a spear. Or isn't it?
5 right of a
Then you have the pike is
5 left of a crest, 70,
a heavy infantry weapon of sorts.
of a crest,
But
into
I don't know.
caution,
I don't know.
6 left of
If
a
we were
crest,
speaking in
turn
Italian, I
3
would
right.
probably have more to say. Like this, I
Into
believe what
slow,
you say.
4 left, into 2 right tightens, 50. Early 4 left of a crest long, into 6 right. Into 5 left.
Then you have the
very
Japanese
long,
samurai with the
tightens
naginata
4,
that kinda bulks the entire concept, because that is both a sword and a lance.
into 3 left long, tightens,
Well, wait a minute. You have also the halberd. Where does it fit into that?
tightens of a crest and jump.
That's the highest form, the evolved form. Imagine a Mitsubishi halberd, that would be the scariest car.
40, 3 right tightens, and 3 left, open 6 long, tightens,
Maybe with an heavy metal paint job of sorts,
into
with
6
dragons
left,
and the
very
like,
long,
yeah.
opens
the
of a crest,
Mitsubishi
100,
Albert.
6 left tightens 4, into 5 right, extra long, opens 150. Keep left of a jump. into
Okay,
6
we're
right,
almost there,
60,
we're almost there.
caution, keep right of a crest,
Here's
into
the
3
jump. Whee!
50. 4 left, tightens,
These
opens
are
of
the
a crest,
craziest
slow
guy. You put
30,
yourself not only so close to the tar,
unseen,
but on
one
the
right,
side of the curve, so if a driver makes a mistake, basically you're dead. Okay, went better than
keep right of a
expected.
crest, into 6 left, 70 over long crest,
Lance is for cavalry. Yeah, I was right then. Unless you play Monster Hunter, then Lance is just for skewering big leads on things. And you use it also from the ground.
into 4 right long of a
You also have the gun lance, of course.
into 6
The
left,
one with the cannon embedded in it. Because Japan.
6 left, extra
Japanese
long of a
guys always
crest, into
make
6
the
right,
strangest hybrid
80,
weapons. It's in
keep
their
right
very
of a crest, into
DNA.
3 left tightens, opens 100 of a crest, and 5 right long, tightens 50. 6 right of a jump, and keep middle of a jump, 150. 6 left, 80. Over finish,
And here's the
50.
finish line.
Left.
Woo!
To stop.
To stop.
Well done.
Where am I supposed to actually stop? Ah, okay, here. I'm going to scare the guy at the finish line because it's fun to do. Woo! I won't kill you today. You're lucky, my man. And that's it, basically. That's it. What did I score? A bit better, a bit better. If you see the progress line on the right, we're slightly above half of the community. 1352, 52nd position. It's a bit high if you tell it like this, but considering how many people play. What's he doing? Ah, it's actually a multi... No, I don't have the time to make another one. It's probably the weekly event. Then maybe we play this also tomorrow. We can go on with the event, so I can get the prize at the end of it. But unfortunately now I no longer have the time to do another one. Let's see if I can buy a new car. I'm still looking for the car that I would require for an achievement. Let's see. No, wait, I don't want to retire. I just want to go back to the main menu. I cannot do 8 stages. Tutti I tuoi progressi andranno persi. What the hell? This sucks. He wants me to do all 8 events one after the other. That's impossible. It's a shame, but I guess I'll get some reward for the first part. Yeah, because it's the weekly. No, but you can continue. Yeah, it says like that, but actually you can continue. Boo, I hope. Thank you, Nix. Yeah, I've had fun. First time probably in the entire week. I've been very tense while streaming. Probably you guys noticed, because I saw my viewers go a bit lower, and I still had to get used to this entire world of streaming. And sometimes it's difficult to remain detached, so to say. Now these are the cards I already have. I wanted to see if they're selling the one I want. But this kind of gaming, it's very easy to stream. You tend to get taken by it and you don't look at the little numbers as often. It's easier, by far. I already have these. I already have these, I already have this. It was from the group A, but it doesn't want to sell it. That's why I will never get that achievement, I guess. So, guys. It's gotten a bit darker, by the way. As always, thank you for watching. I'll be back, well, tomorrow morning, I don't know if I'll be able to stream. But tomorrow afternoon, for sure I will. So, see you tomorrow, guys. Thank you for watching to the end. Bye, Nix. Thank you also in particular, as always. Bye bye. Ciao from Italy.